Why Satan hates the Bible? Why is that Satan does not want you to read and study the Bible? Because the Bible is the truth. It is the Word of God. It is our weapon against the lies and deceptions of Satan that has brainwashed many people in our world today. God gave us a guide on how to live in this world. He told us what we must do and what we must not do. Because He is our Father and we are His children, He knows what is best for us. God gave visions to prophets, kings, and ordinary people to write His message to humanity. The Bible contains many prophecies and futuristic message about the end of the world. It tells us that someday our sufferings, problems, wars, calamities, and death will come to an end. What amazes me the most about the Bible is the dream of King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. Babylon was a great kingdom. It was the world's superpower in the year 605 to 538 BC. It is located in modern-day Iraq. In the Bible, the book of Daniel chapter 2, King Nebuchadnezzar had a terrifying dream. He is so troubled because he does not know what is the meaning of his dream. So he called all his magicians, astrologers, and sorcerers to tell what was the meaning of his dream and its interpretation. But none of them could tell and interpret the dream. But there was a man named Daniel who believed in God. God showed Daniel the dream and its interpretation. The dream of the king is this. There was a big statue. Its head was pure gold. Its chest and arms was made of silver. Its belly and thighs are bronze. Its legs are made of iron. Its feet are partly of iron and partly of baked clay. Then suddenly, a rock coming down from heaven smashed the statue on its feet of iron and clay. Then the iron, the clay, the bronze, the silver and the gold were all broken into pieces and became like a chaff, and the wind swept them away without leaving a trace. But the rock that struck the statue became a huge mountain and filled the whole earth. Then Daniel told the interpretation of the dream to the king. Each metal element represents a world superpower. The head of gold is King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. Then a kingdom of silver will defeat Babylon. Then a kingdom of bronze will defeat the kingdom of silver. Then the kingdom of iron will defeat the kingdom of bronze. Then the kingdom of iron will be a divided kingdom. Like iron mixed with clay, there will be strong kingdoms and weak kingdoms. And as the iron mixed with clay, so the people will be a mixture and will never be united ever again. In the time of these kingdoms of iron and clay, the God of heaven will come and destroy all of these kingdoms and will set up a kingdom that will last forever. Now, if we look at our history, the dream of King Nebuchadnezzar is fulfilling very accurately. The kingdom of Babylon that represents the head of gold was defeated in 539 BC by Cyrus the Great of Medo-Persian Empire, which is in modern-day Iran. The Medo-Persian Empire represents the chest and arms of silver. Then in 334 BC, the Grecian Empire led by Alexander the Great invaded the Medo-Persian Empire. The Grecian Empire represents the belly and thighs of bronze. Then the Romans defeated the Greeks in 146 BC in the Battle of Corinth, and in 27 BC, Augustus, a Roman statesman and military leader, became the first emperor of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire represents the legs of iron. Now, the Roman Empire was not defeated by another world superpower. The empire was divided into little pieces. By 285 AD, the Roman Empire had grown so vast that it was no longer feasible to govern all the provinces from the central seat of Rome. Then later, the barbaric tribes from the north invaded the empire and was divided into little kingdoms. Anglo-Saxons, England, Alemanni, Germany, Franks, France, Burgundians, Switzerland, Suevi, Portugal; Visigoths, Spain; Lombards, Italy; and the Ostrogoths, Vandals, and Heruli were exterminated. These little kingdoms represents the feat of iron and clay. It was prophesied that just like iron mixed with clay, there will be strong kingdoms and weak kingdoms, and they will never be united again. Even though man like Napoleon Bonaparte tried to conquer almost all of these kingdoms but failed, Adolf Hitler and the Emperor of Japan also tried to conquer the world but failed. European Union tried to unite Europe again but failed. United Nations trying to maintain a world peace and security but failed. They all failed to do it because they cannot change what the Bible has prophesied. Friends, the iron mixed with clay represents our world today. We are now living in the end part of the dream. The world is about to end, and we are just waiting for the last part of the dream to happen, which is the rock from heaven that will smash the feet of this big statue and break all of these kingdoms into pieces. That rock is Jesus Christ. He will come again soon to set up a kingdom that will last forever. He will destroy all the world's superpower, nations, and kingdoms in this world. The dream is 98% fulfilled. It is not wise not to believe the 2% that is to come, which is the preaching of Jesus Christ to every single person. And then finally, Jesus is coming in the clouds with all the angels in heaven with great power and glory to save those who believe in Him and those who followed His commandments. Friends, let us all get ready for the coming of Jesus Christ. God bless you.